My name is Sonja, and I'm here to share with you the wisdom of the family soul, a journey through cards, a companion, and meditations that are designed to awaken what your soul already knows. Over 20 years of constellations, I have learned these insights for myself, and I am sharing them with you. This is not just a deck of insights. It's a living field of remembrance. Each card opens a doorway between the visible and the invisible, helping you to connect and reconnect with the deeper orders of love, belonging, and truth that moves through your life. In a world filled with noise and constant motion, this practice invites you to pause, breathe, and listen, not just with your mind, but with your whole being. Through these reflections and meditations, you begin to see where life has been unconsciously designed by the past, and how you can now step forward as the conscious architect of your existence. Together, we'll explore how systemic wisdom brings clarity to your inner world, harmony to your relationships, and alignment to your leadership, so that life is no longer something that happens to you, but something sacred you co-create with awareness. Why should this matter to you? From the moment you arrived in this body, in your body, a dance began between the visible and the invisible. You learned to think, achieve, and perform, yet not always to listen deeply. Many successful men and women reach a point where something feels missing, even when everything seems in place. That quiet emptiness is not failure. It is a soul call, a remembrance stirring beneath the noise of daily life. It signals the moment when your deeper wisdom, silenced by outer demands, begins to awaken. Working with the wisdom of the family soul cards and the companion and meditations opens the doorway to this remembrance. The body holds the score. The body always remembers, even if it's 3, 4, 5, 6 generations ago. So with this remembrance, it's not a search for something outside of you, but a process of unveiling what already lives within you, your innate clarity, intuition, and connection to the greater field that holds you. Through a practice with these cards, companion, and meditation, you will learn to listen not only with your mind, but also with your heart, to sense what moves beneath the surface of your thoughts and decisions. The cards become mirrors reflecting your inner landscape, guiding you towards balance, alignment, and truth. Each reflection, each moment of stillness invites you to reconnect with the wisdom carried through your family system, the living network of love and experience that shaped you, and to transform what no longer serves your authentic movement forward. This is how leaders evolve beyond strategy and performance, by leading from presence, acting from inner alignment, and by creating from clarity instead of conditioning. The wisdom of the family soul is more than a reflection tool. It's a pathway home to your essence, to your purpose, to the source of guidance that has always been within you. Most people live as though life happens to them, shaped by invisible forces, family patterns, and inherited stories. They have never questioned. Yet, within the systemic field, we understand that much of what feels accidental is actually systemic inheritance. Inheritance like loyalties, unresolved grief, and unspoken agreements that quietly script our choices, relationships, and sense of destiny. Working with the wisdom of the family soul cards and the companion guide and meditations opens a sacred invitation to step out of unconscious repetition and into conscious creation. Each card becomes a mirror, reflecting not only where life has been lived through inherited patterns, but also where awareness can bring choice through reflection, journaling, and guided meditation. The individual moves from reacting to life as fate towards designing life as a living work of art. So we can look at it as alignment in practice. The cards help reveal systemic undercurrents that influence your sense of freedom, belonging, and possibility, the unseen pattern behind life happening to you. The companion guide offers pathways of awareness, ways to recognize what you've carried for others and to consciously return what is not yours. This restores clarity and inner space for authentic creation. The meditations, in turn, bring integration, grounding awareness in the body, and reconnect with the soul's own movement. The creative impulse that arises when you stand in your rightful place within the family system. In systemic language, when we acknowledge what is and honor the roots from which we come, we reclaim our life force. Awareness then transforms from passive witnessing into active participation in life's unfolding. Thus, designing life consciously does not mean separating from the system. It means aligning with its truth so that creation can flow through you rather than be shaped by what remains unseen. We live in a time of overwhelming information and growing inner confusion. Outer influences shape our thoughts, values, and even our sense of self. Yet, beneath all this noise, the soul still remembers. It remembers truth, belonging, and the quiet intelligence of love that flows through all living systems. The wisdom of the family soul is not another method to be learned. It is a path of remembrance. It restores the connection between the visible and the invisible, between the personal story we live and the ancestral field that sustains us. True wisdom cannot be bought, accumulated, or borrowed. Think about that. True wisdom cannot be bought, accumulated, or borrowed. It emerges only when we align with deeper orders of life, when we honor what has been, include what has been excluded, and allow life to move through us once again. This is why the practice feels urgent in our time. Without systemic awareness, we remain reactive to the past, repeating what is unsolved. With it, We awaken to clarity, compassion, and inner guidance, qualities that become essential in leadership, relationships, and personal evolution. The wisdom of the family soul offers a sacred technology for remembering who we are when we belong. It opens a living dialogue between the soul, the system, and the greater field of consciousness, inviting wisdom to move not as knowledge, but as presence, truth, and grace in action. So let me explain to you how the cards work so that you can become the architect of your existence. Begin by choosing a card that speaks to you. Don't overthink it. Allow the image, word, or sensation to choose you. Then open the wisdom of the family soul companion and explore the reflections and questions that accompany that card. Let them guide your journaling, your quiet reflection, or your conversation with life itself. Each card is like a small mirror, revealing what moves beneath the surface of your current experience in life and leadership. The short meditations allow you to feel the insight in your body where true integration happens. This simple yet profound practice helps you shift from living by unconscious design to creating with conscious intent. Because if you don't design your life, your unconscious will. And that design is often shaped by fear, social pressure, and inherited family beliefs. When you engage with these cards regularly, you begin to recognize the invisible patterns that once directed your choices. You see where you've been loyal to suffering, success, or survival, and where your soul is now asking for freedom and flow. Through awareness and inner order, you reclaim authorship of your existence. You move from victim to creator. You will move from inherited destiny to conscious direction, and from reaction to response. Isn't that a better place to be? Order does not happen by accident. It arises when we stand in right relationship with all what is. When we honor our roots and take responsibility for our place in life. In that alignment, creation becomes natural. You no longer try to control life. You co-create with it. And this decision to become the conscious architect of your destiny is always available right here, right now, in this very moment. Have a look.